Welcome to our channel. My name's Mark and join me, Glenda and Martha as we try and learn new skills and live more simply and self-sufficiently following our exit from the corporate world 2 years ago. So let's see what we've been up to this week. Well, ever since the COVID lockdown, Glenda's really got into knitting, sewing and making. So this week she's making some more cushions. And we have several around the house, but apparently we do need some spare ones for when those ones get washed. So here's Glenda going about her business in her crafting room, and she's now adding the zip into the cushions before she's going to sew it up. But first, nice slurp of coffee, lovely, just to wet the whistle, as they say. So the zip is safely installed now, so she's just having to unpick the stitches to expose the zip, and then it's pinning up the rest of the cushion, ready to stitch all the way round and complete the basic design. However, there is a risk of frayed edges, which no one wants. So this is just zigzagging to secure those edges. That's done, so now it's just time for a final press before we can install the cushion. Now this is my favourite bit. Cushions in, has to be plumbed up, and then, wait for it, karate chop, lovely. Now, we're a bit old school when it comes to reading. We love books. Not Kindle, not electronic, but paper, hard copies that you can touch. So what we've done is we've decided over 26 years, we've accumulated quite a lot of books, as you can see. And here's a quick guided tour around the house. There's 2 or 3 areas I just didn't film because I was getting a bit bored filming it, so I'm sure you would be a bit bored watching it. So as you can see, there's a mixture of fiction, non-fiction, and within the non-fiction we've got biographies, we've got self-help books, and I need a lot of self-help to be honest, and a lot of business books which I still enjoy reading, cookbooks, the list just goes on and on. However, we've now got so many books over that 26 years, we've lost track of what we've got and what we've not got, and in fact I've even bought some duplicates. What a nightmare. So we've decided that we need to do a system, so we're going to log them all on the computer, so when we go to buy another one we can just double check on a spreadsheet, have we got the book or have we not got the book. I'd be really interested in the comments. Do you still have books, hard copy ones? And also, as you're looking through our various bookshelves here, are there any authors who you recognise, who you read as well? Love to hear your thoughts on it and which books you enjoy and which ones you don't. So here we go, we've now moved into the Glenda's sewing room, and there's a whole plethora of crafting books as well, but obviously with the cushions you can see they have come in handy. So now we're into the spare bedroom, and we have another fair scattering of books in the spare bedroom as well. And one of the questions might be, have you read most of these books? And the answer is, I would guess we've read at least 50% of them. We just hope we've got enough life left to be able to finish reading the rest of them. So the project is off and running, and Glenda's got the step ladders in and she's starting on the higher shelves. She said, let's tackle the tricky ones to start with, and also it'll be good exercise for the old glutes and quads. There's also a lot of dust up here, and Glenda likes a good dust with the feather duster, so this is acting as a bit of a 2-stage process: clean and dust and replace. So here we are. The list is started on paper, but we've now moved over onto an Excel spreadsheet to save duplicating effort. Wonder how many books we've got. My guess is 1,000. Glenda thinks more. When we finally finish the project, we will let you know the final number.
Oh, look. Look. It's you when you're a dinky.
Martha. Oh, we've just got home with Martha. Bless you. Good girls. Good girl, Martha. Good girl, Lottie. My next job is to try and do something with this hazel fence we bought probably 5 years ago, and to be honest with you, I wish we hadn't bought it. It's dried out, it's all become very brittle, and it's starting to fall to bits. It hasn't lasted very long at all, but I'm going to do some repair work on it in the whole spirit of trying to make do and mend. So I've got my tools out, I've got some equipment. We cut our willow tree back last week, so we've got some bits of willow, so we're going to try and lash some of the hazel together with that. Let's see how it goes. So the panel is out, the worst panel is out now, and as you can see the end strap's completely broke, so the final stick which holds it all together has just fallen out. So here I am using some of our willow. Let's see how I go on with it. I've never done anything like this before. And there's our bundle of willow. That looks very professional, doesn't it? It looks like I'm about to go and thatch a roof or something. Not that you do it with willow, obviously, but it does look a little bit like a sheath of reeds. Anyway, fence panel is kind of repaired, and I'm now going to put in some posts because the posts we put in had rotted off in the ground as well. So this time I'm going to try and stop that happening. So that's all gone in okay. I'm just going to tighten it up, and then I can think about putting another post in. We got these metal ones, they're a bit ugly, so I'll put that at the back. We found these ones actually online, and they're recycled plastic, so they're not going to degrade as quickly, and they are probably going to last better in the ground, I think. However, they weren't quite as big as our round post, so I had to do a little bit of whittling away at the bottom just to get it to fit in, but it seems to have worked. So all it needs to do now is just to put some ties around the bottom. I'm going to use some wire on this one, and look at that. Never going to make any sort of basket out of that sort of weaving technique, are you, Mark? But there you go, at least it's held together now. So now one more panel to put in, which had blown over because the posts had rotted off in the ground again. So these ones I'm going to actually try the willow. I'm getting a little bit more confident with the willow now. Some might say a bit cocky with it. Let's see how it goes. Well, it's not looking too bad actually. I'm pretty proud of myself. But the posts at the bottom I think are a little bit ugly. That metal showing is not too nice, is it? So I had a look in the garage, and I found we had some old jute rope in there from previous projects. So I'm going to lash it around the bottom just to make it look a little bit more easy on the eye. Not bad. But the area beside it was rough. It's under a tree, the grass doesn't grow, so I said to Glenda, I'm going to get the everedge out again. And you know from last week, I love a bit of everedge. So here we go, just one bit to go in this time, so it should be quite an easy project. So I just need to dig a little trench out just to set the edging into, and then it goes. It's looking good so far. And I've got my mallet out and whacking it in. Just need to stamp it all down now. I also found we had a load of weed suppressant matting. So I'm just going to lay that over the remnants of the grass before I put some shingle down. So I just need to dig out the edge and secure it in, and then really all I've got to do once I've done that is trim the edges really, because it's not quite straight as you go up our patio there. But scissors are out and not quite into Glenda's realm of crafting quality, but it will do in Mark's world anyway. So that just means I need to get some shingle, and we've got quite a bit in our front drive, so I've skimmed some off the top. Managed to get 3 barrow loads, so that will do nicely for this project, and there it is, neat and tidy. So we've got friends staying. Glenda said, Mark, you need to tidy yourself up. So I had to go to the barber's, first time in a couple of years. Didn't get my own clippers out. Brad, you've done a great job, mate, cheers.